Welcome to another episode of Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the Democrats' men problem, annoying woke progressives. The Democratic brand is in garbage. So much garbage that Staten Island wouldn't even want it. But I want to talk about a lot of things here. First of all, I just want to say I don't know what the fuck has happened and why everyone became so annoying post 2016 because it was a bubble. Trump is not the symptom of it. And I don't mean I'm not against Trump voters or anything, but I'm talking about the progressives, annoying people who all have a platform, and the annoying list, they've become basically how Republicans were in 08, this purity nonsense and moral righteousness that is nothing but annoying performative activism. I'm a very centrist Democrat, but even in if you were to look at my potential 2028 platform, it is a lot of quote unquote good policies, because I refuse to use that stupid progressive term, right? A version of a dividend once a year, a optional public option, nuclear energy. I do not care about DEI and all that other nonsense. But look, in a new Quinnipiac poll, only 22% of men in America say they have a positive impression of the Democratic Party. 22%. Maybe Democrats need to start treating men like full humans and not just sexist, bumbling oafs who are responsible for all the world ills. It's just true. There's just this massive contempt for quote-unquote toxic masculinity in the Democratic Party, right? I mean, look at the entire backlash to when Rogan signed his first $250 million deal with Spotify. All the annoying, here's a good picture. For those of you in New York, and I'm going to assume USC and LA, when you say the term woke Democrat or DSA person, or the annoying stereotype of the Democrats everybody hates, right? You know the image, right? It is someone who's between 18 and 30, right? And if they're a woman, they either have green hair or some weird color hair, right? Septum piercings and the Rachel Maddow haircut, right? And you already know you're going to fucking hate them, right? Just by looking at them, you already know they're fucking insufferable and they got a major in gender studies. Now, the male version of that is kind of similar, but they're very, it's hard to say. They look like Harry Sisson or Jon Lovett, which is another fucking problem with this because of the Democrats' contempt for masculinity. They want you to be a fucking loser like Jon Lovett and Harry Sisson. And I think because let me tell you, Jon Lovett is a fucking bitch who I can't fucking stand. And I think, the Pod Save America dorks were going on this rant because on Bill Maher last week, Stephen A. Smith did a clip that he regrets voting for Kamala Harris, and same, so do I. I actually have zero problem on what most of Trump is doing. I think the OMB thing he did was bad, okay? And saying DEI is where the helicopter crashed into the plane, also bad. But rolling back the DEI bullshit, saying there's only two genders, the mass deportations are all good policies, okay? And guess what? Spoiler, so does most of America agree, which comes back to the next point. But anyway, on this, when Stephen A. Smith went on this thing during the Bill Maher show, where he's like, these annoying progressives, it's not even that you vote for them. They want you to believe in the ideology and all the nonsense. They want you to say, people who were born men have the right to play in women's sports just because they say they're a woman, or the pronoun nonsense. And the other, oh my God, the other bullshit with the pronoun bullshit. Because everyone, when we mock the pronoun people, right? You have he, her, she, whatever, or whatever the fuck in your bio, right? I don't know spoiler, I don't know if you know that. When you have your pronouns in your resume, you're not going to get hired. Because, spoiler alert, we already know you're an insufferable piece of shit. Because normal people don't talk that way. They don't introduce themselves with their pronouns. And then the annoying progressives go, you use pronouns. Yet the fucking nonsense we're talking about is, especially because Tinder has it, because I was looking at it, this fucking choose your pronoun, all that. It was a bunch of nonsense I've never fucking heard of. And no normal person speaks this way. Okay? And there's no more apologizing for anything, which by the way, to the Amelia Perez chick, who's like getting in trouble for fucking tweets from 2020. First of all, she's not American, so stop using American logic on a person not from America, you fucking idiots. The other thing is, don't apologize for any of your tweets ever. Double down. Fight back. No matter what it is, racist, sexist, I don't give a shit. Fight back. Because, spoiler alert, with these things, the people who are mad at you are still going to be mad at you because you apologize. You don't please anybody with apologizing. Never apologize. Stop using fucking Disney Channel values in real life. Always be an asshole. Like, my God, fucking Jon Favreau, the other fucking bitch of Pod Save America, went on this thing, right? Because when Trump, which I partially agree with, where Trump said it's DEI's fault for that helicopter crashing, she does a tweet, man, it's only we could all mourn together instead of turning anything into a political like event of attacking people. I don't know if you know this, but maybe Hospice Joe, he can't speak, just fought. People want people who fight. Everything has to be a thing. You know what the next Democratic president should do, which will be me, by the way, is, well, you know what? When a tragedy happens, like, it's Christian nationalist policies is why this attack happened. Just always attack. Always be in the fight. Don't be a fucking bitch. Like, my God. Because, like, when Stephen A. Smith went on the fucking rant about, like, how people viewed Trump normal and Kamala as, like, a leftist because, well, if you forgot, in 2019, she had a lot of crazy fucking shit she said on tape, which is not where the average voter is, unless you're a fucking ugly fuck in Bushwick, Brooklyn, who thinks Organizer Meme and Harry Sisson and all the annoying fucking woke bitches enjoy. Like, they're all wrong and they're all annoying and insufferable, okay? Once again, I know, because I'm going to say this a lot. If you introduce yourself with pronouns, you are an annoying piece of shit that nobody likes, and only other annoying pieces of shit enjoy you, okay? I am glad that DEI and all that other bullshit is going to go, because guess what? I assume if a Democratic candidate who's not me wins the nomination in 4 years, they will lose. Because, let me tell you something. Listen, we don't have to lie anymore. A woman is not going to become president of the United States. Neither is a gay guy, no matter how straight he may present. Sorry, Pete, but you're never going to be president. Okay? Your ceiling, I guess, is Senator of Michigan, which, by the way, you should not get the right to run for that fucking Senate seat. Gretchen Whitmer should be the next senator from Michigan. And Mallory, if she doesn't want to be governor. But Mallory should get the governorship, and Gretchen should get the senator. Pete, you are from fucking Pawnee, Indiana. You can fucking always say you won Iowa, and now you got to be the fucking FAA or Secretary of Transportation, whatever you were. Anyway, I keep fucking digressing. Back to the Stephen A. fucking Bill Maher thing, right? And he was like, he was annoyed at the pronouns and the men and women's sports and the fact that we all want mass deportations, but the far left was like, no, illegals have rights too. They get to have more rights than Americans or whatever bullshit or whatever, right? And the entire audience like cheered, right? And then it cuts to Jon Lovett being a fucking bitch boy who's mad, who's like, the Democrats, they don't have trust on real issues. They don't have trust on these issues. Why aren't people where I am on trans rights? Trans rights are the most important thing ever. And yet, what's funny is that the polling came out. 89% of Americans say if you're born a man, no matter what type of surgery you get, you don't get to play in women's sports. We don't have to do the secret anymore where we had to pretend so we didn't get yelled at. No. Okay? And guess what? That's how it is. I love Stephen A. Smith. He's right. And the fucking Pod Save America dorks are constantly fucking out of touch with everything. I'm mad that Ben Wickler may now fucking win the DNC thing because he did the annoying performative diversity tweet where he used a bunch of acronyms of fucking races, how no one speaks in real life. Because once again, Nancy Pelosi is pulling the strings of everything at 88 years old. Like, God, fuck that bitch. I don't care if she got Biden to drop out. She's too fucking old and she's manipulating. She does insider trading. Allegedly. Whatever unusual Wales has on her. We see how, I don't know how you beat, every fucking professional stockbroker. But it is what it is. Good for you. Whatever. I'm just going to say, wait, I'm the Democratic nominee. I'm going to clean fucking house. Because I have already a ban list, right, of people I do not want at, like, the DNC when I'm the nominee. Obviously, it's, like, anyone over 75, Jeannie Harrison, fucking Anna Navarro, Sonny, Taylor Lorenz, Brian Tyler Cohen, all the fucking annoying people like everybody fucking hates when they think like the Democratic brand. But anyway, back to the men problem at large, which is, I know it's weird coming from me because I know I sound like such a fucking flamer and shit, but I talk sports. I say retard. Okay, I don't get mad at people who are unprofessional, my God. But like the Positive America dorks, right? You know, if they were to go on Joe Rogan, the immediately time Joe Rogan says retard or something controversial, they would go to the show and be like, you shouldn't say that. Don't you care about other people? And we believe we're going to do this. And, you know, I'm going to say Obama is not sticking us on people, even though like we all know they get their permission from Obama. They pretend to both be outsiders and insiders and whatever. Fuck Jon Lovett. He's fucking annoying. Also, fuck Tommy Vitor. Also annoying. And just like fuck the Positive America dorks so much. They're so fucking annoying. I fuck them. Also, Kyle Kalinske is also annoying, but he's like white trash Eminem who fucking sucks. So whatever. And so is the fucking loser in the shiny suits, Brian Tyler Cohen, another fucking annoying person. But once again, you gotta attack. You can you just don't say fucking buzzwords. It's okay to be a quote-unquote tosket man who wants to just fuck people and is honest about that. It's okay to be a bad person, okay? No one definition of masculinity is Jon fucking Lovett or Brian Tyler Cohen or Harry Sisson. They're all fucking dweebs. No one is the quote-unquote ideal of masculinity that people enjoy. And you guys are going to be like, that's wrong. Schmidt from New Girl or Patrick Bateman from, what the fuck is it? God, how did I forget what movie Patrick Bateman is from? Oh, American Psycho. Oh, God, my memory is slipping. Or, what is it? Dan Egan from Veep. Or basically, like, Selena Meyer is a fucking masculine character because she's a bad bitch. Okay? Like, you know, it's just all this. Or Barney Stinson. Okay? In How I Met Your Mother. Not the bullshit they did into How I Met Your Father. Okay? No one wants these fucking dweebs that pretend they're good people and that they say they're quote-unquote a feminist. Okay? People want people to stand in their fucking business, be authentic to themselves, talk all the shit. Okay? Don't be fucking Jon Lovett. Don't be fucking Taylor Lorenz or Harry Sisson or fucking anyone that looks like they fucking take women gender studies at NYU. Okay? Woke progressives suck. And honestly, if I don't know who the 2028, if it's not me, it's not going to be a woman, obviously. Sorry, women. That glass ceiling's not breaking. It's not going to be a gay guy either. Sorry, Pete. You can be in the next cabinet of whoever's president. Not my cabinet. Maybe my cabinet. Depends. I like Liz Smith. But, like, Pete, you have to talk normal. You talk too fancy and, like, you're condescending. And you can't have it both ways where you pretend you're a fucking, you know, a guy from Pawnee, Indiana, and then an elite or whatever, and the whole smiley rat face thing you do. Okay? No me gusta. That it? Is there anything else I'm like really ranting about? I'm glad DEI is gone. I'm glad the mass deportation's happening. Whatever. Look, illegals don't get to have more rights than Americans, and that's where the general public is. So if you're against mass deportation, you're wrong. Okay? And I like ranting on this, okay? Also, I'm not drunk, by the way. I haven't drank since New Year's. But anyway, it's been another episode of Authentic with Brazil 201. And, yeah,